Just want to let you guys know real quick. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, please, because at 1,000 followers, I will be giving away this brand spanking new Spyderco Sage 5. Lightweight and good old CPM S30V. This knife's never even cut a piece of paper. Beautiful action. And ready for one of y'all's pockets. So, giveaway at 1,000. Y'all stay tuned for the video ahead. Hey, what's up, Knife Tube? Today we got 3 great values for you. And this would be knives that are in the 30 and under category. Here I would put probably my top 3 in no particular order. Number 1 would be the classic $30 knife, the Rake P801 stainless steel frame lock, 14C 28M blade steel, built like a tank. Overall, just a well-made knife. Picked up for around $30 on the nose. Good geometry, classic blade shape. Just a very usable knife. Only thing that I find a little, sometimes depending on the situation, a little annoying would be the no texture. You know, the stainless steel gets slick. I've cleaned deer with this, and you get bloody hands, and it can get a little slick on you. But you know, not that big of a deal. Awesome action. Nice stiff detents on these guys. So you got, you know, blade comes out with authority. If you're gonna reverse flick it, you better know what you're doing, and you better keep your finger off of that lock bar, or you're not gonna be able to do it. That detent's stout. Thumb flicking, same thing. You see how hard it comes out. Just a well-dialed detent. Very well-made knife. It is a little on the heavy side. I'll weigh all these guys for you. This one's coming in at 4 1/4. So, you know, stainless steel frame lock, what do you expect? It ain't going to be super light. Next, pick these up for around 26 bucks. And you can have a hard time finding a better knife than this for $26. It don't get the love that it deserves. The Penguin kind of took the spotlight, but I believe this is a better knife. And it's, you know, $6, $7 cheaper. And it'd be the QSP Parrot. This one's in micarta, blue jean micarta, and D2. This knife's been well used, carried a lot. It's been used, yeah, quite a bit. Those handles aren't tarnished like that for no reason. That's a lot of hand time. This is the one that's on washers. It's the older model that's on phosphor bronze with Teflon. And the action is fantastic. I would much rather have this one than the newer one with bearings. I much prefer washer action knives. I'm a user. I'm somebody who really puts my knives through it, so bearings sometimes can cause problems, get crunchy on you. I'd rather have washers. This one's done right. The action's really good. Super simple, but fits the hand perfectly. XL mitts, you have no problem. Get a full grip. You can get right up on that edge if you want to, but you know, even if you're back, you still got a full grip. Even though it's, you know, a very basic handle shape, it's still very comfortable when you're really working it. You've got nice tall flat grind, you know, and fairly thick spine. Comes down to, you got some meat at the tip, but it still comes down to a nice workable tip. However, a tip that's got some strength. With that tall flat grind, it's gonna come down fairly thin. This one's got quite a few edges on it, and it's probably just getting about 20 thousandths now. Yeah, probably right at 20 thousandths. But like I said, this one's had quite a few edges on it. I will say QSP, they run their D2 on the soft side. The heat treat itself is decent. It performs very good for the money. Nothing to write home about, but when you consider the price, it's good. It sharpens nice. Edge retention it's okay for the money. It strops back pretty good. Just a very good value for, you know, $26, $27. And a knife that carries very nicely. That blade shape around the homestead is an absolute winner. Let's see what she weighs. Look at that, 2.85. So under 3 ounces. And in my opinion, probably the best out of the three. You pick these up for around 26 bucks. This is the Ganzo FH921. This knife is a absolute winner. I love everything about it. Nicely tuned detent, so it's nice and snappy. You're not going to fill it. You can take these thumb ramps on or off. It depends on, yeah, I just put them on for the video. I normally have them off. Very comfortable in hand. Plenty of, you know, plenty for big mitts. You can get up on that edge. Focus camera. You can get up on that edge. You got a nice tall flat. Comes down nice and thin. Again, this one's had a bunch of edges on it, so it's starting to get a little thicker. This one's probably 21, 22 thousandths. If I'm not mistaken, when it was new, it was probably at like 14 thousandths. So it's a nice slicer, really good slicer. You've got a nice fine tip, but it don't get too dainty. So it, you know, as long as you're working within reason, you're not going to break your tip. It's not too fine, but yet it's a nice workable tip. You're just not going to want to put much side load on it. You got nice distal taper, so it, you know, you got a nice thin blade stock, but this distal taper comes down nice and thin at the tip, so it's going to, you know, for detailed work, it's great. Ganzo is one of the couple companies out of China who I have always gotten what I would consider good D2 from. A lot of companies, their D2's not all that great. Ganzo has consistently put good D2 in my hand. It's not ran soft, usually up there 60, 61. It sharpens nice. Edge retention is great for the money. Never had any issue with edge stability or toughness issues. It's always been just fine. Most importantly, it sharpens really nicely and it strops back really nicely. So, you know, you actually get good performance from this steel from this company. I don't care who. I know they make some clones, and I have a problem with that, but as long as it's not a clone design, I have no problem with Ganzo and their D2 or 440C. They know what they're doing with it, and they put out a good product. Their 440C is good stuff. Their D2 is good stuff. Can't complain. I've had quite a few knives from them, and both of them, and I've never once had a reason to be upset about it. It's just good. Again, XL hands, nice comfortable grip. Sets in the hand really good. You got some jimping right here. Good smooth action. It is on bearings. You know, I'd rather a washer action, but still, it is what it is. You know, G10 scales. Feels good in the hand. Sets in the pocket nice. Just an overall great knife for 26 bucks. Nice texture on the G10 as well. And, you know, again, my favorite part about this knife, this one's starting to get a little thick, but it is what it is. I'll just regrind it. When you get them, they're nice and thin behind the edge. They slice like crazy. You know, and you're going to get probably 10 good edges out of it before it starts to thicken up very much. This one's probably at that 10, 12 edges in. This knife has seen a lot of use. Like, finish is held up pretty good. You know, not too much scratches on it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of sharpening, but this thing's cut open a many of bags of mulch, feed bags, soil bags, burlap. Just, it's done a lot of cutting, and always performed good for me. So if you're looking for a sub $30 knife, any one of these three would make you a real winner. Ganzo FH921, QSP Parrot, Rake P801. Alright guys, I'll chat at y'all later. Oops, I forgot to give you guys the FH921's weight. She's a chunky girl with steel liners. G10, 4.03. Alright guys.